Hello! In this video, I will talk about deleted FNAF Fangames. Fangames that you could once play but not anymore. I will talk about the games and why they got deleted. These are fangames that you cannot play anymore. At least, you can't officially download them. Of course, I won't talk about every deleted FNAF fangame because there are too many. Like and subscribe and let's start. Another FNAF fangame open source. This was a fan-made remake of FNAF 2. Well, a beta. It was not fully released, but it was really good. The core of the gameplay was very alike the actual FNAF 2, however there were many gameplay tweaks, like for example a power meter. Mangle now works like Foxy in Ultimate Custom Night. You have to check their camera so that they don't come into your office. The wizards also make their way into your office and you need to find them and flash them. The game fixes a lot of gameplay problems I and other people have with the original release of FNAF 2. I think it's an improvement over the original in addition to the improved gameplay. The game looks really nice. The jump scares are a bit lame, but I love this version of the FNAF 2 pizzeria. Everything looks really good. It is overall a large improvement over the second FNAF game. You know what would be cool? If Scott hired the person that made this game and had them create an official remake. That would be amazing! Like a match made in heaven! However, this game had to be deleted. Scott took it down because, well, it was very similar to FNAF 2, a blatant improvement. But aren't there other games that remake FNAF games that haven't been taken down? Well, to that I have to say, it's also important to point out that this game used models from FNAF Help Wanted. So yeah, I think that also has a lot to do with it. It's a shame that it was deleted, however, Scott, as the copyright holder of FNAF, had the full right to do so. Thankfully after this, Scott got in contact with the person who made this game, and they agreed to make a remake of FNAF 1 as part of the Fazbear franchise initiative. The second FNAF fangame I will talk about, Jollibees, and the sequel, but I'll mostly talk about the first one because it's the most popular and the one I have most experience with. This FNAF fangame is based off of the Filipino restaurant Jollibees. Wow, 70% of my audience is Filipino. I also liked this game. It had fun gameplay. You were in this office. If an animatronic was stalking you through this window, you needed to turn off the lights. You also had the creepiest thing I have ever seen to your right. What the fuck is that? Just flash it. These goobers try to get you through the vents, and you can close the vent in order to prevent them from killing you. However, be careful, you need fresh air. But if they get through, you can just flash the vent for this guy and not shine it for this guy. So you don't actually need to close the vents. Sometimes there's also a virus that is trying to download itself so that it can kill you. For this, you need to find it on the cameras and cancel it. You know, one day you wanna pirate some anime, maybe some JoJo, maybe some Attack on Titan, and then the virus you downloaded from the fake download button is now trying to kill you. The night sections in this game were fun, but after each night there was also a minigame. These were small and basic. It was like your average sister location minigame. Do X, but occasionally check for your enemy and do Y if you see them. A lot of people really missed this game, and honestly it was fun, and I'd rank it quite high on a FNAF fangame tier list. At least from what I remember. I haven't played this game in quite a bit. It was a fun, charming game, but unfortunately it got deleted. It had a sequel that was much creepier, and one that was hard and confusing. I never got far in that game, but it was much scarier than the first Jollibees. You had to do tasks in this warehouse, and you needed to defend yourself from the animatronics. You had several things you could use, like you could hack the animatronics and use the conveyor belts. A mechanic I really like is that you can upgrade your equipment by working overtime. So why did these two games get deleted? I mean, the Jolly games are still up, while the actual company Jollibees took the games down, because it used their copyrighted characters and, well, the plot of the game was that the restaurant, which was named Jollibees just like the real one, in the game was poisoning the pizzas. Yeah, I think you can imagine why the company was not too happy about this, so they decided to take the Jollibees games down. But why are the Jolly games still up? Well, the Jolly games didn't actually use the characters Jollibees owned. It had very different characters, and the game did not actually mention the real life Jollibees by name. Sure, it was clearly an inspiration, but there was not much the company could have done to the Jolly games. Plus, because Jollibees is a small franchise outside the Philippines, a lot of the times when you searched up Jollibees, the FNAF fan game would come up. You know, with the characters trying to kill you, and Jollibees was scared it would hurt their image. Up next we have Lego FNAF. It was a remake of FNAF 1 but with Lego. There were even remakes of FNAF trailers done in the Lego style uploaded to YouTube. Only one game came out, that being the remake of the first FNAF. However, the other games were also planned and were being worked on. The game had a fun, charming style, and I feel like it mimicked Lego well. There were even some quirky additions, like when two animatronics tried to jump scare you at the same time. You could also buy stuff to make the game easier, and the game had a live system just like what the original FNAF game was gonna have. You could also buy skins for the animatronics, trophies, and even the kitchen camera. What's special about this game is that it wasn't as easy as just downloading it and clicking play. No. Because this game was a reskin of FNAF 1 and they did not want to get taken down, they decided to have it so that you need to drag the Lego FNAF file into your Steam folder with the original FNAF. So you needed to own a copy of it so that you could play. You might then be asking yourself, so what's the problem? Well, the greedy corporations strike again. Lego issued a DMCA and the game had to be taken down. I'm starting to notice a pattern here. But wait. The Jolly games are still up. Couldn't Lego FNAF just remove any mention of Lego in the game? Well, the designs could still be a problem because Lego owns their minifigure designs and remodeling would take a long time. Also, removing the name and mention of Lego along with altering the designs that mimic Lego heavily would ruin the novelty. It would just be FNAF but plastic. So I get why it is now abandoned. A real shame honestly, this game and the teasers and trailers were really charming. The next one is not that well known, and it's one I haven't played, so I don't have a lot of information about the gameplay. But it is based off of a FNAF YouTuber, EthGoesBoom. They make videos where they pretend to be FNAF characters while they play games or react. Wait, 1 million subs? Man, screw video essays, I'm doing this instead. Hello guys, I'm Freddy Fazbear, it's me. Anyway, the game was made in a really unique way. It used Gary's mod for renders, which is not all that common. And yeah, it used those models. The game had voice acting. EthGoesBoom provided the voices. You had this office and you could turn the lights on and off. For some animatronics it needed to be on and for some off. You had additional mechanics like the puppet, but also a folder on your left. This folder contained some info, but also stuff like key cards. The gameplay was really basic, and I have seen no one talk about this game. It had minigames too, and I think that it's really cool that Eth agreed to voice the characters in the game. The lore was that Freddy's was shut down, and the animatronics were gonna get scrapped, however you and Candy tried to save them, meanwhile Nightmare and Springtrap tried to stop you. Although you cannot find this game officially anymore, the sequels are still up, those being FNAF RPGs like FNAF World, still featuring EthGoesBoom. Why was this game taken down? Well, I don't know. All I know is that this game existed, and then poof, gone. I tried researching it, but I haven't found anything. I haven't found like an official statement by the person who made the game talking about why it got deleted. I don't really see a reason why it got deleted. I mean, the RPG sequels are still there. So, those were some deleted FNAF fan games. If you want to play some of these, well, you can. People have re-uploaded these fan games, so they are not lost forever. However, be careful. There may be some malicious people that try to sneak in something extra. So yeah, don't blame me if you download a virus. Like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching. This was GameSpeaking, and goodbye.